Hey guys, Super here, and long time no see. Been a minute. If you guys are wondering where I've been and why I haven't been making long form videos, it's because a few things have changed. Between life and gaming stuff and the way that the game has been, I've taken a little bit of a break from long form content. I used to make a lot of videos about builds and gameplay and all that stuff, but I've since stopped, and there's a couple reasons why, and I wanted to share it with y'all. Why am I making this? I don't know. I just wanted to talk and explain things. Firstly, I've changed my name on Twitch. It's Twitch TV/Simply Super. I did that because I kind of wanted to distance myself a little bit more from DBD and go more into the other games that I've been enjoying. Games like Fallout 76, 7 Days to Die, Repo, a little bit more variety of things. And it's not that I don't love DBD. DBD is still the game that I have the most hours into. However, as of lately, I've been feeling like DBD is in a bit of a rut. What do I mean by that? Simply put, and I'm sorry, there's going to be more ranty and not really edited. I have gameplay in the background, that way you guys can see things, have something to enjoy, I should say. But DBD's in a rut for me. Arguably, the game is in the healthiest state that it has ever been. And I genuinely believe this to be true. The balance of the game is awesome. The game is probably the most balanced it's been, at least in my opinion, just in regard to perk balances and gameplay balances. The difference between the lowest tier killers and the highest tier killers is still massive, but is not as substantial as it was before. Different perks, different combinations, different nerfs and buffs have made the gap a lot smaller. And also the gen speeds going up, at least at base, as well as a couple of the perks that survivors have gotten, nerfs and buffs obviously, have made it so that it's a lot healthier. Gens take a little bit longer in most cases, and killers have a little bit more time to do their thing. Survivors have a little bit more time to strategize and outplay. But in saying that, I feel like the community has gone toward a more, I don't want to say toxic because it's overused, but less involved mentality. Recently, the disconnect mechanic came into play, where if all 4 survivors are on the ground or you're the last one up and you go down, you can abandon the match without any penalty, and it's basically like just going next. For killers, they've made it so that if you don't have a survivor who touches a gen for, I think it's 10 minutes, you can abandon the match and basically go next, which is a really long time. But the community seems to have gotten less, I want to say, wholesome and taken everything way too seriously. I can't tell you how many times when I stream and I tunnel someone, simply because tunneling is the most efficient mechanic in the game. There's no ill will behind it, and sometimes I just feel like doing it. And sometimes it's simply because the survivors really do have too much pressure on me and I need to gain some pressure back. A lot of survivors tend to take it personal. And when I respond with, well, if you genuinely don't like to be tunneled, then run anti-tunnel. It's simply the easiest way to deter a killer from tunneling you. I always get hit with the, oh, well, I shouldn't have to run certain builds just to not have the killer tunnel me. But that's why they're there. You want to run your builds, but you also want to deter the killer from tunneling you, slugging you, whatever the case may be, but you don't want to put in effort to doing so. It's something I also don't understand. My favorite mechanic when I'm playing Survivor is being tunneled. I enjoy it. I get engaged, I stay in chase, I run anti-tunnel because I know killers tend to do that and it's the most efficient way to play the game. It just makes sense to me. But it doesn't seem like a lot of people in the community agree. Weird. It's weird to me. It's off. And I just don't get it. So why am I saying all this? Well, I think I'm going to move from gameplay and efficiency, builds, that kind of stuff, to simply just commentary and talking about the things that I want to talk about on Dead by Daylight. We'll still have gameplay in the background. You guys will still see some awesome gameplay. And if you guys want to interact with me and talk to me about different aspects of the game that you guys either enjoy or don't enjoy, please feel free to follow me at my Twitch down below. The gameplay that you see is actually it's funny that I'm talking about this because the response that I got in the end game on this specific game was a mixed bag. I had someone who took the game way too personally, and then I had another gamer who is an amazing streamer with an awesome community simply say, you did what you had to do. Like, it's all good, and not take it personally, and even say GG's and have a wholesome conversation. And I went into their stream later. I said, GG's, it was fun. Do you mind if I use, your name? Because I forgot to hide names and stuff. And they were like, yeah, that's all good, and very kind and very awesome people. So yeah, where am I going with this? I have a lot that I want to talk about with DBD, and I feel like putting it in one video is going to drag on way too much. But I hope you guys will stick with me, and I hope you guys enjoy commentary and opinions. Again, I have 5,000 hours in the game. I've been playing since Trickster's release, I want to say, or maybe even before. I actually started playing just before a demo went away the first time. Hopefully demo doesn't go away again, but before demo went away. So yeah, see you guys on Twitch or subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, time zone, and good luck in the fog. If you get tunneled, or if you see someone tunneling, or if there's a gameplay mechanic that you're not a fan of, or whatever the case may be, don't take it personally as much as possible. It's okay to get frustrated. It's okay to get mad. It's okay to express anger in a healthy way. But remember that it's just a game, and it's likely nothing personal. Yeah, it ain't that deep. And if you're not having fun, take a break. Dip out for a bit. It's something I needed to do. It's something that I'm still doing. But I keep coming back to DBD because I genuinely love it. Even if the community kind of frustrates me sometimes. I hope this rant wasn't too off topic and going in too many different directions too. Let me know the topics that you guys want to talk about too. I really want to talk about like Kaneki and the killers that have come out recently, and the FNAF chapter obviously, and there's a lot of things that I just want to talk about that I feel like we could have good discussion on, and rather than just gameplay and builds and clips and stuff, which I still do on all my other socials for the most part, I want to do more involved things. So yeah, hopefully this didn't go too long. Anyways, later gamers.